How you doing? Welcome back to the West Ham World YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well. I know not many people are going to watch because we've got Nick on Claret and Booze and I've just been watching Nick. But this is literally the only time I've got to get on here and do a video. I appreciate, like I say, you will be watching Nick and I'll probably go back and watch what I've missed in a minute. Yeah, that hurt today. I don't like football anymore. I don't like football anymore. I was nervous before the game. I watched the Man City Forest game, which went our way. Forest played really, really well in that game. And I thought, you know what? If we go and do something today, we'll be 2 points behind them. And we really will be in the mix because we've got a plan in a couple of weeks. But it just wasn't to be. And the lineup was okay. I hate when we don't line up with a striker. I was having sort of a mini little to and fro with Paul in our WhatsApp group about, I would have took Paquetá out and played Wilson. Paquetá played quite well, to be honest with you, but it's just there's just no luck today either. We did play well. We did. I don't care, what other people think or whatever. In my opinion, I enjoyed that game. Apart from the result, obviously, and the way the result came about, I thought we attacked well. We looked quite solid, but we just lacked clinicalness and a little bit of luck and some real, killer quality. We was caught offside quite a lot. Bowen missed a big chance. There was the Magassa one where Somerville played it and Magassa just missed it. Yeah, it was hard to take today. It really, really was. And the way it came as well. I thought Ollie Scholes had quite a good game. I thought he was getting up and down the pitch well, put some good tackles in, play some really good balls, from that left back position into the centre of midfield quite well. But obviously the ball, sort of got to him. He did a proper Sunday League one, air shot it. Went to Wilson, their best player with the quality of delivery he's got, was whipped in and Jimenez put it in. And at that point, it's game over. If you don't take your chance in the Premier League and, you make mistakes, you're going to get punished. And we did today. We did. Because again, I thought Ariola pulled off some really good saves. He pulled off a good save for Wilson early on. He pulled off a good save, at his feet with one of the ones that went up and down. But yeah, like I say, we had good chances. Good chance. Bowen had a good chance. Wilson had a good chance. And then after the goal, we didn't do anything then. We just completely, it killed us. Completely sucked the life out of the stadium, sucked the life out of the players. I weren't even really watching at that point then. It was just more like I was sitting there sort of in a daze, like, it's done. It's done. There's no way we get out of it now for me. What sort of players will want to come to West Ham now, like, that are actually, going to give us the quality we need? Any decent players going to want something in their contract, like when Demba Ba come, that they can get out as soon as the season's finished if we go down. You might have to overpay big wages for average players, which, we're in a really, really bad position where if we would have won today and be 2 points behind Forest, as a player, you can as a board and a management, you can make that sort of case, look, we're only 2 points behind and, we've got to play Forest or, by Forest, we could be level on points or even match them on points or, or go above them on points. But now that's not the case. To have any chance, any chance at all, we have to win the next 3 games. And, when you've got the commentary team and Tony Gale, putting it out there as bluntly as it is that West Ham have only won, was it 2-3 games this calendar year at home? We've lost 7 at home this season. It's horrendous. It's absolutely horrendous. You look at the bench, there's nothing there to come on. Yes, it was nice to see George Murphy come on. I've been wanting him to play. But then there's nothing. Somerville was incredibly frustrating today. We're getting to key positions, then his final ball wasn't there, or it just mess up right at the end with his touch. there's so much wrong with this football team at the moment. We deserve to go down. We do. We deserve to go down. We are a terrible football team, and it's just been allowed to get like this, and it's a shame because as much as I say it's a terrible team in terms of depth and stuff, that midfield that's been a problem for years has finally sort of got to a point where it's sorted with Potts, Magassa, Fernandes, and then that's probably going to be ripped to pieces when we go down. Potts will probably stay because he's West Ham and he's a kid. Fernandes will go. Probably someone will pick Magassa up. Paquetá will go. Bowen will go. And, you know, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking that we just sort of start trying to get one area sorted. Then it's like, it's all going to be ripped apart again. It is going to be ripped apart. It's painful. It is that one really hurt today because I was really proud and I was actually really enjoying the game. I really was enjoying the game in points. You know, I thought we played really, really well. And then, you know, you lose like that. Especially young boy, you know, Ollie Scar was crying his eyes out at the end as well. That's not nice to see. And there was some really horrible stuff on Twitter. You know, this guy should never play for West Ham again. He's not good enough. Blah, 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 blah. He's a kid. He's a kid. Yes. Do I think Ollie Skiles is going to be a future of West Ham, or do I think he'll be a consistent West Ham starter or anything like that? No, I don't. But he is just, you know, a vent of frustration today because of it was a terrible mistake. It was. If that was Kilman, I'd be, you know, tearing him an absolute new one. But he's a young kid, and you know, for it to cost us the game, and he clearly, you know, he loved West Ham, and that will really hurt him today. That will really hurt him. But it's a combination of everything. You know, it's a poor team. It's a poor error. It's just, yeah, it's. Yeah, I don't know what to say, guys. I don't, because I just don't see how we get out of it now. I don't. It's over. It's over. We're done. We're out. We're out. I don't see how West Ham put a run together of results. I don't see how we can win enough or even draw enough. I don't see any names linked so far that excite me. And any names that do look a little bit interesting, like the Kai Georges and people like that, you think, they ain't coming to West Ham. Why are you going to come to West Ham? And the closer it gets to the World Cup, players are going to maybe shirk the tackles and get a little bit more cautious. I just think I just don't think we've got enough. I think that's it. I do. You're all a bit shy today in the chat. A bit shy today, which is a shame. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there because, like I say, that's heartbreaking today. It really, really is. I'll be back before Tuesday. I can't watch Tuesday's game. I'm going up to London to watch Oliver at the West End with my family. So that's one of the first games I won't be able to watch in years. So I'll probably catch the highlights, then do a review of that for you in the next couple of days. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys, because I just can't talk about it anymore. I can't. I need a break. I need a break from West Ham again. I do. I need a break from it. It's just painful. It is to see your club at such a low state, and it doesn't look like there's any answers on how we're going to get out of this. Anyway, guys, come on your irons. Thank you for the likes, the people that have watched live. Appreciate that. If you watched it back, you know, give me your feedback. Let me know how you see the game. Let me know if you think we played well as well. Let's go.